Hey there, and welcome back to Good Enough Garage. Today's going to be a bit of a different video. I'm basically just going to be showing you my 1974 Dodge Dart Sport. I'm still waiting on parts for the step side. Had some fuel pump issues, so hopefully next week we'll be able to get another video out on that. But for today, I'm basically just going to show off my Dart, show you what I've done and what I want to do, and we'll go from there. Alright, so here is my Dart Sport. This is a 74 Hemi orange with a hockey stripe. Has a fancy sunroof, which is probably my favorite part of this car, and the reason why I just really want to keep it. Currently I have it up on jack stands, which I might get it down from later. Doing some brake work, which is always fun. It's rough in some places. That there. I have some rust in this rocker, pretty bad. Seems like it's only getting worse. Paint's chipping, you know. Of course, it has the dreaded rear quarter panel rust that all of these A-bodies do have. Right there. Has this dent right here. It's pretty deep. I don't know how well you can tell. I gotta get that pulled out and then get the headlights in, or taillights in, sorry. So really, I mean, the body's pretty straight, no dents or anything like that. There's some Bondo work on this door. No, this right here, it's like cracked. I don't know if that's Bondo or some sort of, just like the paint doing something. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's Bondo work though. Currently I have on this flat tire. It's like sort of like the Outlaw 2s, but it's some generic rim and winter tires. Basically just to keep it rolling. Eventually I will have these rims on there, which are just stock Steelies. I've got a review of one over here. Yeah, just stock Steely. I really like the look. These are 15 by 7s, I think. And those tires that are on there, the Firestones, those are going to change. They're a little too narrow of sidewall for me. I think I'm just going to go with some Cooper Cobras or something. Something nice and easy. White letter out, of course. But that's what I have on the front, at least, because I was trying to bomb around with this thing. So, on the inside, we have a very rough, very, very rough bucket seat that I stole out of the 76 Dart Sport. Fix that. Just brought up the value of the car quite a bit. It's got the wood grain. It's fancy. It's kind of fun. All the wood grain that's meant to be in here. This was a factory AC car. Right there. And this box under here is all factory. Wiring is in a bit of a state of disarray. I'm still kind of buttoning things up on that. This is completely rewired with a painless harness. That was a couple years ago. I'd probably do things a bit different now. This floor is just bed lined with like Walmart bed liner, the Rust-Oleum stuff, and then on top of it I'm putting this kill mat, sound deadening stuff. Hopefully that will help with the sound and all that in here. I don't have the dash gauge cluster in here right now, obviously. The wipers do work. Here's the sunroof too. You just crank this and it opens. I mean, I'll show you that. And then it likes to skip gears for some reason. Put that back. Look at these, nice and fancy. No headliner. In the back seat, parts. Trying to get all these interior pieces to fit properly. The back seat is actually in pretty good condition. I have these back panels. I have all the panels for it. All the interior pieces, except for the headliner. It's actually pretty nice. As you can see, right there, there's a cat that keeps walking with muddy paws all over my car. Darn thing. Seems like the sun is going to grace us with its presence today, which is nice. Haven't seen the sun in a little bit. It's been all foggy. It's the middle of January and it's 40-some degrees out here. As you can see, the ground is mud. Not too bad out here right now. Almost t-shirt weather. Alright. I also changed out all the locks on this thing, which is nice. This is a door panel for the passenger side. I'm going to replace. These are the ones for the back seat. And then this is a brand new carpet. The trunk also has that bed liner on the floor. Obviously there's some leaks. And then under here, cover this up so I wouldn't get paint on it. It's an oh so shiny filler neck. So this filler neck is specific to the convert triples. Convert triples. I don't know, like convertible, but with triple. That's what this car is a convert triple. Basically that meant that it came with the sunroof and had the fold down rear seat, which is kind of cool. So you basically had continuous space from the trunk all the way up to the back of the front seats. And then you could even fold down the front seat and get, I don't know, it's like 8 to 10 feet of space. Yeah, you just fold the front seat down. It goes all the way back there. I could probably measure it. I think it's about 8 feet. Go to the hardware store and get 2x4s if you really wanted. So that's pretty cool. Under the hood, go in here, pop it, go around the front. A Craigslist rebuilt slant 6. So this is actually a 60s slant 6, I do believe, because of these the ribs on top of the valve cover, and the lack of like an EGR port, which came stock in this car. This engine, oh yeah, and the Holley 1920 compared to the 1945, which would have came in this car. I swapped this out of a 76 Dodge Dart Sport. Took it out, cleaned it up, repainted it, obviously, and runs good, from what I can tell. Got this little overflow from Classic Industries. It's pretty nice, chrome. It's got clutch fan. The brakes, like I said, are not hooked up. This is the booster that I bought a long time ago, and kind of regret getting this exact model because it's just kind of big and bulky. It sticks out to about here-ish when it's all the way in. Right now in the oil, I actually have half oil Oh wow, looks like we're actually kind of low. Half oil, half ATF. I wonder if there's a puddle underneath the car now. But I have half oil, half ATF. Because this engine was very carbon up. And, oh, it's all running to the back, obviously. That's why the oil red low. It's got a heat choke on it that does not work all the time. It likes to stick open. So sometimes you just have to crawl in here and get that figured out. Stock Mopar electronic ignition. I need new plug wires. I might have a set that I can throw on there. Where'd this come from? Oh, this is just extra. Yeah, all the heater controls, they are all vacuum operated, which is kind of fun just sitting in there, turning the heater on and off, and watching the door open and close. I don't know. It just does something to your monkey brain, I guess. It's got a 2-speed wiper motor compared to the 3-speed that it came out with, because the 3-speed that was in here was terrible. This does have an automagical transmission, which has not blown up yet. I did swap a manual steering gearbox into this because I've discovered that the mounts for the power steering box that would normally go there are like gold. You cannot, get them for under $100, and I don't want to spend $100 for 2 pieces of metal. If you know what I mean. I don't know. That's just kind of outrageous to me. But eventually, I would like to 360 swap this. The small block 360. What's holding me back on that part is, well, the motor itself, obviously, and the motor mounts right here. On the Flat 6, these are brought up. I don't remember how much, an inch or two, probably about an inch. And that way it gives the Slant 6 its slant. Helps it out a little bit on that. So if I want to V8 swap it, they do sell a kit where you basically go down here, drill a hole, cut this off, and then it comes with its own mounts, and makes it so you can mount in a V8, the LA small blocks, which is an option, but I would rather put in a V8 K-member, the entire thing, I think. But those are like $1,000 online. But I might have some things. Also, look at these. That's blinkers. They just stick up for some reason. I think they're kind of cool. I see a lot of people remove those and just Bondo over it. But I kind of like it, if you ask me. Show you that sunroof opening. So just get in here and crank the lever. It's a little crunchy right now. Get some grease on it. Like that. There you go. So obviously, the car needs some work. Rust that needs patched. Brakes, obviously, in the front. Right now, when I do drive it around the property a little bit, I'm just using the e-brake. And it's probably not the safest thing to do on the highway, especially seeing how it only activates the rear brakes. Other than that, I mean, I'd like to do a 360 swap eventually. And next is probably going to be the brakes. I'm still waiting on some parts. Those little rubber brake lines, those things, for what they are, they're $40. for a little rubber brake line. 40 whole dollars for this. Now I understand that probably, like, you know, the crimps aren't easy to do. It takes, you know, some special manufacturing or whatever, but $40? Seriously? Whatever. Is what it is. So this here is the gauge cluster out of the car. I have it out right now because I was messing with some gauges and stuff. As you can see, it originally has 75,791 miles on it. Wonder how many times that's rolled over. Probably a lot. But other than that, I think that's going to be it for this video. Nah. I'll cold start it. Let you guys hear. I'm not going to let it run too long just because it's at the angle, and it's probably, I haven't started it up for a while, so probably isn't too much oil up in the things. I'm just going to prime it just a smidge. I much prefer using gas and car cleaner. This engine seems to like it more. I think it has 8.4 to 1 compression in it too, which isn't great. Make sure the choke is closed. A battery would help. Alright, now we have a battery. Let's see if it'll actually pull from the tank and start and actually run. Pumps of gas. And let's see. So as I'm sure you can tell, it's straight piped. Might have been my doing. Just because I cut the muffler right before the muffler, because I'm gonna throw on a cheap little cherry bomb, 20 bucks, AutoZone. Give it a little bit of rasp, make it a little bit louder than it was, because you could hardly hear it, and who wants a car that you can hardly hear? Eventually with the 360, I'd like to do dual exhaust with cutouts that go out, probably side exit. I don't know what I'm doing just yet. It's a bit in the future. But I think that's going to do it for this video, and I will see you next time on Good Enough Garage.